Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 8th, going to the 14th of April. Already jumping out here. Let's dive into it. So, you guys have serendipity. This seems to be an opportunity coming away. Serendipity is all about being in the right place at the right time. Okay, this is my card of free will, though. I almost feel like this is an opportunity is coming away. Will you take it? Is basically the question that I'm going to ask you when it comes down to it. Okay, like you are being given an opportunity and it's going to take you somewhere. It's just up to you whether you are feeling bold enough to go forward with it. All right, let's see what else is going on for you guys. Let's see. The reason why I say it's free will is almost because sometimes like our fear can get in the way of opportunities, and it doesn't mean it's going to like create bad things for your life, but it does mean that there is something that might help you deal with something quicker. For example, like whatever this is clearly lucky. You can see is 4-leaf clover, okay? But this lady's feeling bold and she's ready to take it no matter where it takes her. It's kind of like a leap of faith, basically, is what I'm trying to spit out for you guys. But I'm just describing the imagery because it's like, this is going to take you up and you're not going to have a harness. So can you trust in yourself to grab hold of this and allow it to take you somewhere? You know, that's the vibes I'm getting. You also have a change in a wind coming up, which this kind of actually looks very similar. It does feel like something is just going to happen, or you're going to come across something that can really actually change the direction of your life. I'll show you why. The change in a wind is like, I'm always seeing this gust of wind coming this way, and it's almost pushing you into a new direction. Sometimes this is about releasing some things that just can't be brought with us, and maybe that's part of the sacrifice here. But definitely is something changing. Let's carry on and dive deeper into this message for you guys. Let's see, like a divine detour is what I'm hearing. You have the 7th chakra. This is your crown chakra. This is where we receive downloads and messages and channelings from spirit. Okay, so this is telling me that you guys are really going to be feeling very connected at this time, even when you don't realize it. Like, this is an energy of really, you know, when you think something and then it happens and you're like, what the hell? Like, this is telling me that you're very connected at this time. So don't second guess your intuition or this deep knowing that you have inside. Let's carry on. Or same with dreams, by the way. That's the same with your crown chakra, okay? Like if you're having weird dreams, there's a meaning behind them. You have the thinking man. This can be you, this can be someone coming in to help you. Either way, the thinking man represents a person who is very clear with thinking. Okay, he's holding a clear course. He's able to give advice. He's able to come to a conclusion of problems here, find solutions very easily. So if this is you, it's because you're feeling very connected to spirit, that something feels right, like something is flowing here. Some of you could again receive advice from this person, or you are becoming this person who's seeing things very clearly, very connected. I'm seeing a lot of speed happening in your reading. Like, you know, those like time lapse things, how I'm seeing it. Random. Okay, let's carry on here. You're going to have a very deep knowing. Again, I'm going to just repeat that. The thinking man is literally just coming through here just to clarify that. You guys could get an opportunity to kind of collaborate with someone, or someone just comes along the path and say, hey, why don't you do this? And you're like, oh my God, my prayers are being answered. I needed to hear that. You have crow spirit, co-create with spirit. They are really around you at this time. I'm sensing a very spiritual presence around you, by the way. So crow spirit, co-create, and deer spirit, bring a gentle touch. Okay, which is very interesting. This is a very feminine card, regardless of gender. It's kind of remind me a bit of like the Empress, about bringing compassion to a situation. Make sure that the way that you're dealing with something is from a compassionate, loving, gentle perspective. Okay, let's carry on. Spirit is really helping you to build a plan, okay? Or like whether you're getting an idea, it's from spirit. Like I really do feel like you have this energy around you. Okay, you have quest. This is an interesting card to come up because the story behind it is this lady is like, only when I go through the trenches and come out the other side will I understand my purpose and the path I need to walk. And this little little boy here is actually like, well, the blue path that you're looking for is already underneath you, is already in front of you. So for some of you, if you're really a bit confused about your purpose or where you're supposed to be going, they're saying that you are exactly where you need to be. Just keep moving forward, okay? Eyes on the prize here. You guys definitely feel like you're going on a quest. This card is coming up for everybody this week. Impartiality. When we don't have a bias on something, we can see something a lot more clearly, okay? So you guys could be being called to solve people's problems, especially if the thinking man is you. Or again, you could get some really important advice from somebody on the outside. It might be a little bit of something that you, not that you don't want to hear it, but it could come as a little bit of like, whoa, I didn't think about that. It's definitely going to give you food for thought. That's what I wanted to say. The story behind this card, I'm going to tell it to everybody that it comes up for, because clearly it's important this week for a lot of people. Two neighbors are arguing about what color they want to paint their shed fence. One wants to paint it blue, one wants to paint it red, and they call upon this angel of balance, or whoever this lady is, to find a solution for them. And what she says is actually, okay, you're going to both paint it the opposite of what you want, so that you can see life from the eyes of this person that you're in conflict with. So for some of you, I mean, if you're in conflict with somebody, or you're unable to make a decision outside of what you would usually want, you're definitely going to be getting some advice from somebody, or you're being called to see something differently, okay? To compromise a little bit, to come outside your comfort zone if you are not able to come to a compromise here. You have the thinking man, you also have the thinking woman here as well, actually. So I mean, you could be in a relationship with someone, and again, there could be a lot of thoughts going on underneath her, though. There is a bit of envy here, okay? Someone could be a bit envious at this time of you, Taurus. But let's carry on. What else do I need to bring out? Nothing. I'm going to dive into your tarot. Okay, let's see. Let's have a little look and see what has recently happened for you. You have the Emperor. Maybe you started your own business. This could be something to do with a father figure, or really trying to get in control of your life. Let's carry on. What is behind Taurus, please? The Nine of Cups. That feels quite good. And we also have the Devil. God damn it. The Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. It's about really having your needs met. But the Devil being here, especially with the Emperor, this can be a little bit of like a false sense of control, materialism, right? Focusing a little bit too much on materialistic stuff, or, you know, things that don't really matter in soul, like money and stuff like that. It's okay to have big goals in your life, but when it's a little bit toxic to yourself, or it causes you to be chained to a little bit more of a negative path, just be aware of that. I mean, you could be dealing with someone who's a bit controlling, or in a relationship, could have been in a relationship with someone where it's a bit controlling or a little bit toxic at the moment or in the past. Nine of Cups could be a little bit of selfish people around you. Let's clarify the Emperor, or a little bit of pride or greed. The Emperor with the Three of Wands, this is about waiting for something. And with the Emperor here, I feel like if you were waiting for something, it's calling for you, or was calling for you to take control of the situation. Let's clarify that. The Ten of Cups. It feels like you were waiting for someone to either change, to have happiness, and maybe that's what impartiality is coming through, is saying, okay, what can you do in the meantime? Like, is there something that you can do? Sometimes there's not. Okay, are we depending on something that's a little bit not unrealistic? But let's say, for example, if you're waiting for someone to change and only then can you have happiness, well, no, you're gonna have to go in another direction. It's not it's not your life purpose to change people, to fix people. Don't wait around for something to change, because it might not ever happen. That's something I want to say with this. The Ten of Cups is really about this end goal is one thing, okay? Especially with the Emperor, is about taking control of something here, Taurus. So maybe that's something that you had to learn in the past. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups. So wish fulfillment, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups. Sorry, I said 8. I said 8 of cups. The other one was 8 of wands, but it's funny, the 8 of cups actually did come out, so that's weird. Okay, this is a card of wish fulfillment. 8 of wands and the 8 of cups. This kind of feels like moving in the right direction, which is good. 8 of wands is about opportunities coming away, which is great, but it is causing you to have to leave something behind, and it could be comfort. It could be that control aspect. Okay, I feel like this is good though. Whatever you're walking away from is clearly something that is no longer fulfilling for you. Okay, you are moving in the right direction, which is good. Okay, let's see what the devil is here for, please. Let's get one more. 2 of cups. Okay, it definitely feels like somebody else. And judgment. Okay, there's 2 messages I want to bring, so put yourself in the categories where it applies. If it does, the devil, like I said before, I mean, you could have definitely been in a toxic situation with somebody. With the judgment, 2 of cups, you could definitely be kind of realizing that this is just representing that this is to do with a connection with someone, friendship, relationship, whatever, exchange between you and somebody else. The judgment is really about surrendering, and also it's about calling what's the quote for it? It's just saying what it is. Calling it out for what it is. Is that what I want to say? Because the devil is really toxic. It's about being chained to someone, or being chained to a situation that's just really not very good for you. It keeps you stuck. So judgment could really be about exposing a situation for what it is. For some of you, that could be why you're walking away, moving forward. For others of you, I kind of feel like this could be like an unmasking between you and somebody else of maybe some things that you both were doing together, in which case I don't see a breakup for some, because there's nothing here saying complete ending. What you could be doing is if you're both, say for example, arguing over, well, you're doing this, okay, well, you're doing that as well, like there's almost like both of you could have your own problems, and this is about actually coming to some sort of truth and clarity and learning through the situation and taking that chain off, so you're no longer attached to this unhealthy way of doing things or beliefs or whatever you guys are dealing with, and really having a very open-hearted conversation, okay, and seeing things differently from each other's point of view. That could be a case for some of you, not all of you, but for some. Okay, let's carry on. Let's carry on. Definitely you've learned from your relationships in the past, okay? Definitely understood what you needed to do to have happiness in your life. Okay, no one else is in control of that. You're in control of that. Of course, we want to be around happy situations and happy people, people who lift us up, but you can't always depend on people to be your sole reason for being happy. Okay, so if we're depending on people too much for that and not taking control of it, I mean, you could be dealing with someone who was like that. In this case, you're understanding this might be a bit codependent, for example. So it's just that theme coming up. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's see in your current energy. The Hanged One and the 10 of Swords. This is interesting. Now, for some of you, I mean, maybe there was a little bit of deceit, especially with the 3 of Cups there. That can represent like a third party or someone going behind the back here. It could be a friendship, whatever this is to you. The Hanged Man is a card about feeling stuck in a situation and not really being certain about how to move forward, or not seeing the way. In this case for you, it's about seeing something differently, seeing an ending differently, seeing a defeat differently. Whether you're going to completely cut something out, you're gaining enlightenment anyways, and this is causing you to see a situation differently, okay? Like, there is something about having a knowing. This is very similar to that 7th chakra. It's the head here. As you can see, that is lit up because there is enlightenment here. I want to get one more for that. Like, what does that mean? You're seeing an ending differently. Ooh, 3 of Swords. I mean, some of you could really be kind of completely changing things. This can be an ego death. I will mention that for some of you. If it's not an actual ending of a relationship, I mean, it could be both as well. You're learning from an ending and maybe having to change some things about yourself or look at life a little bit differently again. Like, there is something here about needing to see something in a different perspective. Okay, 3 of Swords. Yeah, definitely is pain in this situation here. Queen of Swords. All right, in your current energy, you are definitely being very logical, very clear. You're setting boundaries with people. I like that. Let's see. She's being clarified by the High Priestess and the Seven of Wands. This is an energy of really kind of defending what you're, working towards here. This is kind of like a very defensive card about fighting for what you know you are worth, or fighting for what you really want. With the High Priestess here. Ooh, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, Taurus. The doorbell went and it scared me. And now I have no idea what I was saying. So I'm going to try and carry on with the messages that I'm seeing. We were definitely talking about the Seven of Wands and High Priestess. Now, High Priestess does speak about like hidden things, whether it's secrets. The Queen of Swords, I don't know if you're dealing with somebody who is not really admitting things, or whether you're defending something that you know. Whatever that situation is to you, some of you could be dealing with that, in which case the Queen of Swords clearly is already very knowing of a situation. She's very clear and she's fighting for it, like I was saying. All right, let's carry on. Let's see what else is going on in your present situation with Taurus. You have the Four of Cups. Something else jumped out here. Page of Swords. What the hell are you guys dealing with? Right. Four of Cups and a Page of Swords. This is a very triggered energy, and this is like rejecting things from being triggered. So I don't know if somebody is trying to offer something to you. Someone might be a little bit envious of you, like we saw actually here. I mean, it could be this thinking woman. It could be this person here. Clarify the Four of Cups, because the Four of Cups is feeling very jaded, feeling very bored, or again, rejecting something. Four of Cups, please. The Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. This feels like very similar to that serendipity that we had earlier. There is a leap of faith coming up for you, and it's actually divine for you to take a new path. Like it feels part of your purpose, a part of the wheel's always turning. It's almost like, divine timing, I guess, inevitable, should I say. It's like a part of your divine path, if I'm going to use all the words that I can. But it's maybe you guys are rejecting what you know. Maybe you know that it's time for a new beginning. Maybe you know that it's time to move forward and move on and to fight for what is yours in this world and to co-create it. I feel like actually this is where Spirit's asking you to bring a gentle touch. You've clearly been hurt in a situation, but maybe you're not moving on from it, or very similar to serendipity, like I said before, make sure that you are actually very aware of an opportunity that's being given to you. It feels like it is this new opportunity. Like I said, it's fortune, it's luck is coming away, but because of this triggered energy, you might actually not be this is just very childlike, like straight up swinging a sword. Nope, I don't want it. I'm not doing that. I'm upset, and you might not actually see that this opportunity is going to take you somewhere. You might not be in the mood for it. Like it's that kind of vibe that's coming through here. But I feel like this is really calling for you. This opportunity that comes your way, make sure that you are focused enough to see that this is actually going to be very good for you. I can't see exactly what it is, but it is a new journey. It's completely a new leap of faith, something you've never done before, something that's completely new to you. It isn't going down a new path, leaving something behind officially. I'm hearing officially. There'll be a lot more clear thinking here. Okay, let's carry on here. Let's see what's in front of you, Taurus. Let's see what's ahead of you. Queen of Cups, feeling emotionally balanced, in tune with your emotional side, spiritual side. This is interesting because very similar to this energy, you're honoring your knowing. You're listening to your instincts now in the near future, okay? Filling up your own cup, feeling very beautiful, feeling very okay to be vulnerable. Let's carry on. What else? The Knight of Cups. Interesting. Could be some romance in the near future, okay? For you. But this is also, again, about vulnerability. A lot of emotions coming up, but these feel like good ones. One more. And the Magician, manifesting. If you don't notice, the Empress has been sitting here. And the sun card is almost poking out here, so the future is very bright for you guys. One where you're going to be manifesting a lot and a lot of abundance. You're going to know your worth. You're going to honor yourself here. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Six of Cups, interesting. Definitely learning about the past here. This is a card of nostalgia. Can be a card about children, so maybe there's something to do with your children in the near future, whether you're having some, or whether you're deepening your bond with them, or doing something, I don't know, connecting with them. The Knight of Cups, please. Ooh, that really came out very weirdly. Oh, that's very interesting. I have to stop what I'm doing to show you. A message that I get with the Knight of Cups, by the way, is almost like exploring new territory. So some of you could actually be moving or really letting go of a place that you've been in, whether that's physically a place or whether it's just your state. It's really about kind of going to the other side now. And it does feel like this is where a release is coming in. In some ways, the 10 of Wands can be like a huge emotional release of like, I get to be free now. I get to let go of this thing that's been holding me back, causing me to be exhausted. But at the same time, I think there is some emotional attachment to what you're letting go of. So even though you're releasing this, it can actually also be quite scary. So that's the vibes I'm getting. It's almost like that energy. You could be moving, all right? Six of Swords, moving into a new life, a new territory again, or just new. It's completely new. But it's a clean slate for you, Taurus, and it feels very good. One where you can manifest whatever you desire. You're able to co-create. The Magician. Temperance. Ooh, why did it jump out? Sagittarius energy. This combination came up for somebody else. I don't remember, but I think it was a water sign. This is saying you will be manifesting, absolutely, but most importantly, patience is really important for you in the near future. Okay, making sure that you are balanced, making sure that you are in harmony with yourself and with what's around you, where you are at in life. Don't be afraid to take a pit stop. Don't be afraid to understand that there is beauty in taking a bit of a break and then coming back to it again. Okay, healing. I always see this as like the angels are working behind the scenes to bring you what it is that you want. Maybe new love for some of you if it resonates that way, but definitely bringing into balance. Oh yeah, you're co-creating with spirits. That makes sense why they're working behind the scenes with you. And make sure you're bringing a gentle touch to yourself as well by being patient with yourself whilst you're bringing new things to life. Okay, Wounded Warrior. Some of you might definitely want to rush into something because something has hurt you, but just make sure that we're not rushing anything here. We get a choice to make. We need to make sure that we do that from a place of wisdom. Okie dokie. Apologies for the interruption in the middle. I hope this makes sense to somebody out there. And if it does, I hope it brought you some guidance. Let me know in the comments if it resonated with you. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy these readings. And I hope to see you guys next time. All right.